think I welcome a diversity of views.
Within the minor parties, there's another subset of minor parties. So one is community independence, but the other are, they loosely label them as freedom-based parties, like Clive Palmer's Trumpet, or like One Nation, like People First.
Yeah.
There are quite a few smaller minor parties. And then what do you see them as? What role do they play in functioning democracy?
I think they're part of that bigger picture that I'm talking about, in that they are alternatives that people can go to. I mean, I think we always have to look carefully at what's behind these things. You know, Clive Palmer, for instance, is someone who I instinctively just don't trust, because I do kind of think that he is looking after his own business interests, really, more than being a good faith political actor. So that's one person who I'm happy to kind of criticise. Yeah, I think I welcome a diversity of views, and I welcome alternatives to the two-party system, you know, and I think that that's happening on both sides of the political spectrum. Mm-hmm. I was disappointed when I saw Pauline Hanson having a meal with Gina Rinehart on holiday. That to me suggested that some of the statements she's made maybe aren't necessarily backed up. I mean, look, again, people should be able to talk to who they want to talk to, but that rings alarm bells for me when she's going on holiday with one of the wealthiest multi-billionaires in Australia, who, again, I think doesn't have the interests of Western Australians at heart.
Mm-hmm. You talked about that there might be minority governments, and the balance of power will be somewhere between the centre or the independents. How do you see that the theatre of democracy laying out in the next 3 years? How do we pick up a prime minister? How do you share portfolios? And what negotiation power do you have?
Yeah, I mean, it's happened before, right? We've had minority governments before, and actually, like, they're often able to pass quite a bit of legislation. Mm-hmm. I mean, I think that if there is... So if, and I think when, I think it will happen this election, that there will be a minority government, then it'll be very interesting to see what happens, because whatever party's in power then has a choice. It's, okay, do I double down into the way that I'm going now and govern in the interests of big business? Mm-hmm. And if that's what they're going to do, those two major parties will just probably work together.